I'm joined here by senior Congress leader and MP Mukul Wasnik. Wasnik sir, the way government is behaving and you are also determined on your demand for a JPC over Modi Adani issue as well as the issue of disqualification of Rahul Gandhi.
See, for the last several weeks, the entire nation and the world has witnessed that parliamentary democracy in India is being strangulated. The opposition has not been given any space in parliament. We have seen what has been happening in the Lok Sabha, in the Rajya Sabha. Rahul Gandhi ji spoke elaborately on the issue of Adani scam when he was speaking on the motion of thanks on the President's address. The next day one sees that important issues which he had raised were expunged. None of them were unparliamentary. The normal practice has been that if you say something unparliamentary, those portions are expunged from the proceedings, but he didn't say anything unparliamentary, but still major portions of his speech were expunged. Similarly, in the Rajya Sabha, the leader of the opposition spoke elaborately. He saw that during his speech, he was prevented on a number of occasions from articulating his views. And again, the next day, many important issues which he had raised, though they were strictly parliamentary, they were expunged from the proceedings. Now, we have been demanding a JPC on the Adani scam. We have raised several important issues. Every day, notices have been given under relevant rules of both the houses, but that has never been admitted. We are prevented from speaking in the house, we are prevented from expressing our views outside the house. Freedom of speech and expression is being denied. Freedom after speech is also a major issue now. And in this situation, one has come to realize that today India faces the greatest and the biggest challenge to parliamentary democracy in India. The constitution is being threatened, and this is the situation where we have landed.
And the way Rahul Gandhi was disqualified a day after Surat court announced this 2 years imprisonment, the Lok Sabha speaker a day after announced the notification, issued the notification.
See, you know that the manner in which all this has happened has got something more to do. Several questions are being raised. As far as the court proceedings are concerned, the legal team will take legal recourse, and whatever measures are being permitted according to law, the team will undertake those things. But basic thing is that one has started coming to understand that Rahul Gandhi ji has been raising important issues time and again. Whether it was during COVID, whether it was during demonetization, whether it was during GST, the flawed GST, whether it was regarding inflation. From time to time, he has been raising important issues, and he has been raising this Adani scam. How 20,000 crores went into the accounts of all those companies abroad. And there are several other things which have been raised. I think Rahul Gandhi ji has become very uncomfortable for the government. The government and the BJP is very afraid of Rahul Gandhi ji. If BJP would not have been afraid of Rahul Gandhi ji, this is not the type of treatment which he would have been meted with. But it clearly shows that the government and the BJP is afraid of Rahul Gandhi.
One very last question. Do you think that the action taken by the government is clearly shows they are eager to suppress the voice of the opposition?
Yes, that has been their plan, and that has been their strategy all throughout. Modi ji has become Prime Minister through election. The BJP has formed government through an election, whether it was during 2014 and 2019, but the type of activities and the manner in which they undertake their work clearly reflects that it is not the democratic practice, but it is a dictatorial attitude which we see getting reflected from all what they say and all what they do.
Thanks for talking to ETV Bharat. So it was senior Congress leader Mukul Wasnik who shared with ETV Bharat his thoughts about the approach of the ruling party, the BJP government against the opposition. I'm joined here by sitting MP and senior BRS leader Keshav Rao. Sir, the way government is behaving, whether it is outside the parliament or inside the parliament, outside the parliament using government agencies and inside the parliament all the ruling MPs coming on the floor of the house, what is your take on that?
There are two systems of governance and systems. One is democracy and another is fascism. Democracy allows people to speak and you will answer whether you win or not. Fascism does not. Fascism gives its verdict, its voice. So is fascism. Now in this particular case, what has happened is, you have not only, it is not a case of Rahul Gandhi versus the Congress party or Modi. This is about democracy and nation. It's an issue of democracy. You are taking all advantage of the laws available and manipulating them, misusing them to see that the democratic spirit is suppressed. The voice of the people is not heard. That is what exactly is happening. Now there is one law, defamation. That way it is a noisy democracy. Everybody speaks against another. If you were to take the record of all the people, 50%, 70% of the people in parliament will have to lose their seats. This is there, but we practice. That is what is called as reach of the law. So in this, what we are trying to say is, today you allow the speech. They are trying to take advantage to see they kill all the opposition who are opposing them through some kind of a law. And this law is one where the complainant himself has withdrawn the case from the High Court. Again when the judge was changed in Surat. So I am not trying to blame anything, but I am asking you to understand how the fascism runs, how democracy is being subverted, particularly in this case. Now second point I want to raise is a very important charge is made that Rahul Gandhi's address, our statement was against OBCs. Let me tell you, Modi is not a caste. I have been the president of the BC's Federation, of All India Federation. Now one Mr. Krishnaiah is there in the parliament. Even BJP's chief, BC chief Mr. Lakshman is there. Ask him. Ask them. Don't ask anybody. Ask your own people. This is the name. This is not caste name. So if I have criticized Modi, I have not criticized BC's place. BC is different from that of the caste. This also is a very important distinction. Today we wore black dress as a symbolic that democracy is being murdered.
One last question, sir. Do you believe that without Rahul Gandhi, in the absence of Rahul Gandhi as MP, the opposition will remain united?
We are united. Rahul Gandhi or no Rahul Gandhi. BRS has been maintaining some kind of distance with Congress party. We were not with them. Today when democracy was threatened, we had come together. It is not because of Rahul Gandhi.
Thanks for talking to ETV Bharat. So it was senior BRS leader and sitting MP Keshav Rao who believes that whether Rahul Gandhi remain as an MP or not, the entire opposition will be united in their fight against the ruling party. I'm joined here by sitting MP and senior TMC leader Johar Sarkar. Sir, welcome to ETV Bharat. How do you find the situation, the way government is behaving in the parliament, outside the parliament, the way they are passing all the bills and their action against Rahul Gandhi?
You see, they have decided from day one not to allow the house to function. We have had instances of the house being blockaded, but we have never had an instance of where for the last 16 days, 15 days, it is the ruling party that is blocking the house. The ruling party is blocking the house. It is the ruling party that's giving the provocations by dismissing a member of the house on a particular legal charge. It is the ruling party that is not interested in opening up any debate, either parliamentary or through the inquiry. they have something to hide. That's it. They have something very, very dangerous to hide, and they are willing to play any game for that.
So, do you believe that without Rahul Gandhi, the entire opposition will remain united?
See, this has happened in the past. It has happened in the past, and every opposition unity is a factor of various issues. Rahul Gandhi has been definitely a big uniting issue, but there are other issues. If the Rahul Gandhi issues tackle, that does not mean that ED's raids on every political party and jailing every leader will stop. So issues continue, common issues.
And the way government is treating West Bengal government, your take on that?
Yes, you see, they have singled us out as the enemy number one. They have stopped our grants for the last 1 year plus. You can understand from that how vicious is their attitude towards us. So the question of us not joining the opposition is completely inane.
Thanks for talking to ETV Bharat. So it was Mr. Johar Sarkar, senior TMC leader, who believes that absence of Rahul Gandhi will not hamper the unity of the opposition, but the issues the opposition has been reigning will remain united, and the opposition will remain united on those issues. By senior Congress leader Mr. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, sir, the way Rahul Gandhi was disqualified, how will you take this fight ahead now?
See, it is ludicrous to note that Rahul Gandhi has been disqualified on the very lame excuse of defamation. See, actually, now the people of the country has to define what is called defamation, and the attitude of this government has stooped to such a low that really I am foreseeing that our country has been heading towards political anarchy. However, with all the available instrument at our disposal, we are confronting against this government, and we do not dare to fight against this government, and we are offering a challenge that we cannot be cowed down by any measure taken by this government. And this has been manifested today by all the opposition parties who have cobbled together, who have forced together to protest this kind of authoritarian regime.
One very last question: will all the opposition parties will remain united and make a joint strategy against government's strategy?
See, I think the process has been initiated today itself. If indication is enough, then you can easily understand what is, supposed to be going on in the future. Because the reign of terror unleashed by this government cannot be substantiated, cannot be subscribed by any party who belong to the opposition. Yes, certainly we have our difference of opinion, but that doesn't mean that we are here to witness to be the witnesses of the destruction of the democratic edifice.
Thanks for talking to ETV Bharat. So it was a senior Congress leader and sitting MP Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary who said that the opposition are united enough to fight against the ruling party, the BJP government, and they are united also over the issue of disqualification of Congress MP Rahul Gandhi. This is Gautam Debroy with cameraman Sanjay reporting for ETV Bharat from New Delhi.